If God was only two persons, say the Father and the Son, could God still be a God of love? It's a question I recently received to a past blog, and it's a great question. In that blog, I explained that for God to be a God of love, God had to be more than one person. God had to exist throughout all eternity as in a relationship of love. Otherwise, as a solitary being, God couldn't be love because there'd be no one for God to love before creating us. Granted that, if that's all true, then does it matter how many persons are in the Godhead? No, not at all. For God to be a God of love, all that is required is that there's more than one person in an eternal relationship of love. Persons, plural. So why do Christians insist that God is a Trinity, three persons and only three persons? Well, that's because that's what God has revealed about the divine identity. His very nature and essence is three and only three persons, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Unidiversity, that was a term that a local college around where I live was touting many years ago during an advertising campaign. They were trying to communicate that the experience students would have on their campus would be one of unity and diversity. Unity and diversity, those have to be two of the most powerful forces in the human experience. We have a deep need to be our own selves, a deep-seated need to be who we are, our truest selves, and to be able to express that unique individuality freely. In fact, when that individuality is stifled somehow, we feel diminished, we feel frustrated. Somehow we are less than fully human. But at the same time, we have this craving for unity. We crave connection, to be part of something bigger than ourselves, part of a community, a family, to belong. In full disclosure here, I'm a diehard Yankee fan, but I happen to live in New England, the home base of Red Sox Nation. I used to feel genuinely sorry for the Red Sox. I mean, they were so pathetic years ago. They hadn't won a World Series in nearly 100 years, and each year, year in, year out, they would find more and more magnificently tragic ways to blow it at year's end. So in 2004, when they were on their way to winning their first World Series, me, a Yankee fan, I was actually rooting for them. Now that they've won several more World Series, I don't feel sorry for them anymore. But I do marvel at the phenomenon of Red Sox Nation. It has to be the most powerful fan base network going today. Why is it that belonging to a team is such a powerful force? Why is that so important to us, having an allegiance to a team, being part of a professional team? I'm always amazed when I watch people walking around with their favorite team's hat or jerseys on all the time, or putting the logo of their team on their car, or a bumper sticker, or flying the flag out in front of their house. It's hysterical to listen to people talk about their favorite team, a game that they played the previous day or night, and say, you know, this is what we did. We won, or we lost, or we blew it, as if they're playing the game. Why does belonging to a team hold so much power over us? It's only a game, after all. Well, I think the answer is simple. Belonging to a team satisfies that deep-seated need for unidiversity. We can't stand to be alone, to be in an isolated bubble. But at the same time, we don't want to relinquish our unique individuality. We long for connection and oneness, and to be part of something bigger than ourselves, but not at the expense of our individuality, our identity, our uniqueness. What we long for most, what we're desperate for most then, is unidiversity. In fact, love can't exist without unidiversity. It's only possible with unidiversity. It's only possible when we can draw closer to another person without somehow losing ourselves in the process. These two poles of unity and diversity, of deep connection and unique individuality, are what we are made for. Unidiversity is what we are made for. In John chapter 10, verse 30, Jesus says that the Father and I are one. He doesn't mean that the Father and He are one in the same person. What he means is that these two distinct divine persons, unique divine persons, are one in their perfect unity with each other. He then goes on to talk about how the Spirit is part of that, so that it's Father, Son, and Holy Spirit who are one in that perfect unity. Unit diversity is at the essence of the Trinity. With the Trinity, what God is all about. And if creation is somehow a reflection of its creator, if we are made, truly made in the image of God, if we are somehow mirroring our maker, then everything we know about human reality, what drives us, what consumes us, our most profound passions and our deepest needs, it all points us to a Trinitarian God. And belonging to him is the ultimate experience of unit diversity. So do you have any questions or comments that you would like to share with me or have me address in future blogs? I would love to hear from you. You can go to the Contact EJ page of the Raising Jesus website and leave them there. Also, if you haven't had a chance yet, please like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I truly appreciate all the support all of you have been giving me. Thank you.